She supports President Trump, has cited Ronald Reagan as her political idol, and could probably do a better job explaining who she is better than I am. So that's why joining me now from Woodstock, Illinois, congressional candidate for the state's 14th congressional district, Catalina Lauf. Catalina, thank you very much for joining us tonight. So really just tell our viewers why it is that you feel like you should run in 2020.
Absolutely. Well, first of all, thank you so much for having me here today. But we are at such a turning point in our country that we need to decide the country that we want to be. And it takes now new faces, new perspective on the conservative side, the side that promotes what our country was founded upon, that promotes personal responsibility, and the party that really supports preserving the American dream. And I myself, as a product of the American dream, uh, want to step forward and am stepping forward now in my district to defend it against the socialist policies that Lauren Underwood is now implementing here in our district.
And I'm just going to point this out. You're not an old white male. That's what people continuously tell me that Republicans are. Just old white males. There's no diversity. There's no women. In fact, you often hear allegations that if you support the president, if you do something like that, you're a racist, you're a misogynist, something like that. And then we hear, for example, a lot of these polls where 60% of millennials support socialism, something like that. So can you speak really what you think that the Republican Party is doing and what it should do differently to cater to young people, to really kind of portray their message in a way where young people such as yourself and other conservatives can kind of garner that message and really support it?
Absolutely. I mean, you hit the nail on the head when you said there's such a need for it in the party. And our districts change, our demographics change. And so somebody like myself, while I have the conservative principles, well, I also have the perspective of somebody who's young and also as a female. And also I come from a Hispanic family, and so there is such a need for it. And the more that we don't encourage young people in our party, the more that we're allowing socialism to continue. And the Democrats are beating us at that. And so I think for the Republican Party, we need to focus on encouraging young candidates across the board, especially in districts where we are normally Republican. For example, Illinois 14 was a long held Republican seat. And so we need to help and support candidates and who want to bring a new perspective. This isn't the party of the old guard anymore. Like I said, our districts change, and we need to support that.
And Illinois has one of the highest emigration states or rates of any state. A lot of the math goes back to taxes, individuals, things like that, where people literally can't sustain to live in Illinois any longer. So if you were going to Congress, what is the one thing or maybe a big part of your agenda that you're really hoping to change in Washington?
We really need to value the middle class, and the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act did do that. We need to continue that. You look at House Democrats who just want to completely take that away. They don't think that that's effective, but in reality, that's a huge help. So not only that, but also providing integrity back to Congress. I listen to people here in the community every day, and they just don't feel heard. And people want representatives now, and I think the younger generation can really help with that. It is somebody who wants to sit there, they want to listen, and they genuinely want to solve problems, and they have passion and they have conviction. I hear that all the time, and it's so needed in our country right now, especially